You stay where you are, boss, don't worry. Well, that is it, that is the big guy. That's Mont Blanc. I just hiked up the complete wrong hill. Oh, look how many trail signs and that there is, just pointing in every direction. Refuge de la Chatte, right, I do not want to be going back there. Look what I just did. Not much of a trig point, is it? What's that little stubby? Oh, look at that, bivouac! Someone's camped there, man, it's flat as a fart. Oh, I want to camp here. It's about 8 o'clock, I think. Don't know where my phone is. But anyway, slept like a corpse last night. Must have been asleep by 10:30, 11. Didn't wake up once. And we go again. It doesn't seem as warm this morning. I've checked forecast and it's like 17 degrees. And then it shouldn't get to no more than 26 later on. So that's quite cooler than it has been. I think I'm going to start off the day in MISC just for the first couple hours. And then no doubt I'll be swapping back to Rab's sun hoodie. What I've been doing is wearing the thinnest of thin t-shirts underneath. And then I've been swapping these or rotating these and then wearing this over top. And then occasionally just wearing this on its own. And then first chance I get to try wash them in a tarn or a nice flowing stream or something, I will do. So it's time to get packed up and head down into that little town that I mentioned yesterday. I fancy some pizza, me. A nice French pizza. Nearly said Italian then. A nice French pizza. Let's do this. Let's get packed away first though. I've got so much garbage everywhere. You know what it's like. I'm going to show you the world's shittest map. I printed this off night before I set off. So basically that's the full trail we're doing. The Tour de Beaufortain. Hence why Beaufort is in the middle. But anyway, we started off at A. There, I don't know if this will show up. Yeah, it does. We've hiked round, and then about here was where I seen that cabin where I went inside and had a look around and thought I'm not keeping there. But either way, it was too early on in the hike. So then we carried on going. We got to Refuge de la, whatever it was called, de la Chatte, up here somewhere. They told me to keep hiking. And then I think I'm about here. So we've done that section so far. Now I'm going to go this morning down to about here and then cut across here, because I'm going to go to a little town, little village, and then we'll see how far we get today. Weather ain't looking too bad today. A little bit more cloudy, which could be beneficial to be fair. As you've noticed, I've taken Senchi off. I've gone back to sun hoodie. There's just no point. I'm thinking at temperatures, comparing it to yesterday, thinking, oh, it's a bit cooler. But anything near 20 is red hot for me when it comes to hiking. Especially wearing jumpers and that. So anyway, tent's away now. Leave no trace, as always. Just need to pack these last few bits together, get my bum bag on, and then we're off skis. This solar panel, great idea, man. So what I've done, don't know how you can see it, I've just put a bit of bungee on, a bit of elastic bungee, couple of clips, and just clipped it on to these little toggles here, and the fitment is absolutely perfect. Couldn't have wished for it to be better. And then the bottom half, if I want to move that out of the way, I can just lift it up, get into my waterproofs or whatever, and then the bottom half just tucks in that elastic, like that, look. Perfect. And that's it, that's us done. Bon voyage, au revoir. Good little camp spot that. I'm hoping they're going to get better, a lot better. Because obviously I want some epic views from the tent and that. Get some good photos and, you know what I mean. But for a place just to get a good night's kip, No complaints. Right, that's where I were camped, in that little grass bit there. And then I've just seen a sign over at road, 2.2 kilometres to that place. And I think that is the name of the little town that we're visiting, or village. Please excuse the noise if you can hear me over that guy. Watering flowers, spoiling the French ambience. I found a pizza machine, but I don't know how to read it, so I'm going to have to get Google Translate on and go see what the crack is. Right, we're on. We've not got many options though, so I think we'll go for this Pierre Menta mint stone. What could that be? I have no idea. Let's go for it and find out. So I just done all that with language translation and that. There were an option in top left hand corner to change language. What a tip. But anyway, I can actually smell this cooking. Got 40 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come at me. Where are you? Bottom, top. Where is it? Been swindled. I can smell it, so it's somewhere. Oh, oh. Oh my lord. It's red hot as well. Pizza lovers, damn right. I think this place looks closed. So they won't mind me borrowing a bench, surely. Buzzing. Oh, this could be good, or it could be shit.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Oh, mate. No cutter. That looks class. That looks unreal. Just eat it with my spork, innit? Oh shit, there's some geezer here. We're busy, aren't they? Everyone's busy around here. Try to get a bit of peace and quiet. Is this guy cutting grass? That guy watering flowers? Oh shit, they're opening up behind me. Mate, this is absolutely fucking peng, honestly. I don't know if it's because of the situation in regards to where I am, with the scenery and that, and the fact that I'm absolutely starving this morning, to be fair. And the randomness of that machine just popping up out of nowhere. Exactly what I wanted to see. Something like that. Oh. Stuffed now. Could do with another lie down. Right then, famalam. I think the next step is to go try find someone else bloody watering flowers. Go try find a little supermarket or a shop or something. I fancy some fizzy pop, me. Pizza and a nice bit of fizzy pop. Perfect breakfast for me is that. I've just covered myself in sun cream, so if I've got all on my face, then you know what it is. These are all in action this morning. Ah, Vival. This is us. Whew, found a little shelter. Try and get a bit of shade. Not a bad view, is it? Little mountain backdrop. So I bought another bottle of water, even though I've got shitloads. A bottle of Coke, and I was tempted by the 30% off some fresh orange. Get a bit of fruit down there. We're sort of back on track now. Found another one of these signs. So we're looking for Col de la Lizette. So that's just half an hour. And then we should be back fully up on trail then. Looks like there's a chairlift. Literally going up to the mountain that I'm heading up towards. Should have just got on that f***er. One way to get down. Look at this ride. Goes all the way down the mountain. That's sick. Holy shit! Oh mate! Wait till you see these mountains over this little hill here. Let me check my map, where am I going? Well, according to my map, that is it. That is the big guy. That's Mont Blanc. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But it has to be. Mont Blanc is in that direction. And I can't see any other mountain bigger than it behind it. Yep, I'm 100% certain that is Mont Blanc from the picture I'm looking at on my phone. Just the curves of it, and then that little flat bit. Anyone up there? No? I'm sure there will be. But anyway, we're off up that dusty bastard path. I just hiked up the complete wrong hill. Oh, don't know if you can see that. Right, so where that water is, I were down there. Should have just gone along here. Instead I went up this path, all the way up this hill. And I've got to go all the way back down it again. Oh my god. Oh lord. There's no like making it even harder for myself. I've just got a better view of Mont Blanc though. Yeah, I'm a f***ing idiot, man. I'm talking, I literally just hiked up to the top of where the ski lift gets off. Now I'm hiking all the way back down to that bit where I first seen Mont Blanc, so that I can take the correct path. At least getting down won't take as long, but still, the amount of energy I've just wasted. Stupid, man. Must have been getting giddy at Mont Blancers. Going bonkers.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right, we're back where we were. That's that bench that I was sat on when I first said I could see Mont Blanc. I hiked all the way up that. It doesn't even look steep on camera, and it bloody is. All the way up to the top where there's those trees. Whew. So we're going to be going this way. And then, I think, oh there's a sign over there as well. If they hadn't have bloody built one at Pyramids here, then I'd have seen that sign and I'd have had a look. That's our track, nice and flat. Not like that thing I just walked up. Let's check this sign out. Look how many trail signs and that there is, just pointing in every direction. Refuge de la Chatte, right, I do not want to be going back there. That's where I was yesterday. That's 2 hours away, that. So we're heading for, remember that sign yesterday, the yellow and red? We're heading for Col de Verre. That says it's only 2 hours and 15 minutes away, but I know what they're like, these lot. 6.9 kilometres. I don't know how fast they think I can walk in this heat. That's where we're heading anyway, in that direction. But I do want to go a little bit further than that today, ideally. Because although this is going to be done over 7 days, I don't want to be struggling on the 7th day or at any point get behind, so it's best to get just a little bit ahead each day. The last thing I want to be doing is any big mileage on the day that I'm flying on the final day, so I want to get ahead quite a bit, so then on the last day we can just focus on getting back to Switzerland and getting on plane. But anyway, we don't need to think about that right now. We just need to get his best foot forward and make up for the lost time. The lost time from the diversion for the pizza. Oh mate. And the bottle of water, which is now empty. And the diversion from going in wrong bloody direction. But look at that, eh? Stunning out here. At least we'll be moving faster on these sort of paths. Found another little cabin here. Looks quite new this though. It says 1963 on it. Oh, it's cool in here, man. And I mean temperature wise. I suppose you could get in here if needed be. Keep on floor or something. Not benching very wide. Not quite sure what that is. Don't know, man. Don't know. Oh, what's that? I'm supposed to do something like that. English keys. Hey up.
Here in Beaufortain, we are lucky to have rich soil with excellent pastures where we graze cows that produce milk we transform into a unique and delicious cheese, Beaufort. For generations, my family has been settled on this land to raise dairy cows of the Abondance or Tarine breed. We go up to the mountains pastures at the beginning of June, it's the remue, and we stay there until mid-September with our animals. This is when the milk is the best, as our cows graze on fresh grass and alpine flowers. When I was little, there was no paved road to go up, and in our mountain chalet, there was neither electricity nor running water. We lit the lamps with carbide and fetched water in milk churns from a nearby spring. We only saw the neighbors all summer and the villagers during dances. Today, comfort is a bit better and we see tourists. Unfortunately, many of our friends and relatives are leaving our mountains to find work in factories in the valley, where life is said to be better.
Ooh.
Our beautiful pastures are emptying. Since the early 1950s, Autolus has had a young mayor, René Lagier, who is trying to make things happen and create jobs to keep the young people. He wants to develop tourism and has managed to get Autolus and neighboring communes to work together to create a ski resort at Col des Saisies.
3,000 years later.
I believe that some locals have a hard time believing in the future of this project, but I think it can work.
I do too.
In the summer, we will take care of the cows, and in the winter, the skiers.
Yep.
After all, we are called the snow granary.
And there you go. You learn something new every day. Oh, it's warm out here, man. It is warm. See? Don't know what that were about, but nice to see a little mountain hut. And you could literally keep in that if you had to. If a storm were brewing or whatever. Or even just take shelter there for an hour or so. Because you get some crazy thunderstorms. And we might end up getting some at the back end of the trip. Fingers crossed we don't. And another cabin. So there's been 3 of them. Just on this little trail. I think that's us. Sentier des Cretes. Look at this guy. Can you see him? It's one way to get down mountain. The sun is relentless now, man. Look at these views though. This little dirt track, mountain road, feels like it's been going on forever. It's mad that it can be this hot. My whole body head to toe is just sweating. But yeah, I can see snow in the distance. I'd love to just shove my head in that snow right now. Shit, man. This is cool. This is good. So we're going along there, but apparently If I hike up here, 0.4 kilometres, 10 minutes, I'll be able to go up Mount Clocker, or Mont Clocker, so I'm going to try it. Right, so I'm at the summit of Mount Clocker, 1,976 metres. So that is actually my highest mountain that I've ever done, because the highest one I've ever done is Ben Nevis, and that's 1,400 metres or something like that. I wish it were later on in the day, man. Honestly, I wish this were towards the end of today's mileage, because I could literally camp up here on the summit. I'd be happy to camp up here. Nice little surface there to cook on. Little cross watching over me. Stunning views of Mont Blanc. Mat LeBlanc over there. And then whatever these are, back all the way over there. So this is the little diversion that I took, just that little path that's going along, so it were worth doing. If I carry on here, I'll be able to drop back down to the left, back onto my path. And then we'll be heading towards Col de Verre. So we're still an hour off where the minimum I want to be today. And I want to do a little bit more than that. That's 3.4 kilometres. I'm hoping to do another, let's say 7 kilometres today or something. 3.4, have another break up there, see what time it is, and then crack on for a little bit longer. That's the plan. Right, sun cream time. Get lathered up every time I stop. There's no way I can get my bald head out in this weather, man. It would just burn to a crisp. Come along. Come on. Let's get this last bit done. I say last bit, let's get this next bit done. Then we'll have a break. Then we'll do the last bit of today. I think this is the summit actually. Not much of a trig point, is it? What's that little stubby? Is that what they do around here? Yeah, it must be. Oh, look at that. Bivouac! Someone's camped there, man. It's flat as a fart. Oh, I want to camp here. Can I put my tent up right quick just to take a photo? Do you know what? I'm just going to guess. It's probably going to be wrong. Can you see that refuge? It's right up there, so down here. Ah! Something's on me. That refuge, right down here. It's sort of... Where is it? It's up there. I've got a feeling that might be the next stop. Fuck me. There's loads of flies, man. Shitloads of flies. I don't know if this sun cream attracts the bloody insects. Oh, I hope it's like this tonight, man, when I've finished my day's hiking. And we can just find somewhere grassy. Just nice and grassy with some views, man. That's all I'm here for. Those mountain views. So if we get to spend the night looking at mountain views, then that's even better. No, it's definitely not that refuge that I was just pointing to earlier. It's a lot further away. I'm not far off that one now. That's the next refuge. Is it open? Don't even know if it is. I think this gaff's actually closed, to be fair. Not sure why. Let's go wake Joe up here. Check these signs out. Well, it appears that nobody's in. There's a sign on the door that says access to dormitories at 4 o'clock. So I'm not sure if someone's here all day. They might just turn up at 4, unlock it and let people have access to dormitories. Obviously I'm not staying here. I just wanted a nice little can of Coke or something. So I'm just going to chill here anyway for a bit. It's only 2 o'clock, so I'm not waiting till 4 o'clock to see if someone opens it. I'm just going to check on map, see where next refuge is, and sort of head that way. So technically, stage 2 finishes now. So it's 2 PM. So we've got more than enough time now to crack on for a bit and see what we find. Christ, man. Made me jump then, mate. Just after a few scraps. What are you under the table? Wonders what it was. We'll just check the views out from here. Stunning little place this, actually. Little benches and tables, deck chairs. Decking up there. Right then, let's crack on. On with stage 3, I guess. We might as well, tell you what. I'm gonna crack open Kendal mint cake. To be honest, I'm not too clued up with all this Kendal mint cake stuff, but according to the packaging, Kendal mint cake was carried to the top of Mount Everest in May 1953 on the first successful expedition to the summit. Fair one. Well, if it can get mankind to the top of Everest, it can get me to the top of wherever it is I'm going tonight. Well, it looks completely different to what I expected it to look like. Like bloody plasterboard. To be fair, do you know what that is? It's just after 8s without the chocolate. Just tastes bang on the same. I've got some chocolate ones with me though, so I'm guessing they'll taste like after 8s, or after 8s taste like these. Yeah, this is more like it, man. Today has been 10x on yesterday. Don't get me wrong, obviously yesterday were good, being in a different place and that, but it was just a lot of woodland and you couldn't really see like mountainous views. But I guess that's just because the first part of the day, or majority part of yesterday, we're just sort of hiking up out of Cage. But now I'm out on mountain tracks. This is where I belong. These are the places I love. This is what I came to see. What's crack here then, boss? We're supposed to go down here. Been following this trail for ages, but I'm not getting in there with them lot. Looks like it's down here. Bit of a track. Nah, my path's ended. I need to be up there with them lot. Alright, so I've dodged majority of them. Let's just hope I can dodge majority of the shit and find this trail. There we are. Back on track. That body of water there looks stunning. See, once again, this is an example. On my map, it says there's a water source here, but it's just fully dried out, man. There's nothing. You can see it looks a bit damp. We can see that it's wet, but I can't see no flow. Not even a trickle. And that's exactly why I'm carrying more water than I'd want to be carrying, to be honest. But it just shows you can't rely on the map when it says there's a water source. Although this hose pipe must be coming from somewhere. A nice little mountain spring somewhere up here. For the last mile or so, there's just been so much descent. Going down, 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 down. But yet tomorrow, I can hear fast flowing water. Let's investigate. Yeah man, I found some fast flowing water. Getting my head in this, man. Look what I just did. Look what I just did. I stood on that, thinking it was solid there, and my foot's just straight gone under. So I'm gonna wash my feet here as well. Brand new, these kicks. Yeah. Far from the best source that I've took water from. In fact, it's full of grass, but the filter will filter all that stuff out. Not that many flies, but it is from the French mountains. Bloody cold, let me tell you that. I filled my bottles up, good to go. These little footpath walkways that are about, it's like bloody Lucky Dip, because they're always creaking like they're going to snap, and as you can see, quite a lot of them have. So I try not to stand in the middle. Hey! Good to see that. I wish I'd have strapped another one of them pizzas to the back of my rucksack. Oh mate. Feeling a bit peckish now, to be fair. All I've had since is that Kendall mint cake, I think. Yeah, that's it. I've got another Mars bar in my little bum bag pouch. And another Kendall mint cake, so I might tuck into them. As soon as we find somewhere to pitch, then it's chilling, man. Because I've got water, I've got so many dehydrated meals that I don't know what to do with them in my bag. Life is good. Trail life is good. Really enjoying it now. Now I've eased into it, got my pace going. Sick. Bonjour. Getting a bit close to comfort with these lot. Literally on the trail. Come on, boy. Alright, I'll move. You stay where you are, boss, don't worry. This hill is an absolute stinker. Must have spent 2 miles going downhill, and then over less than half a mile I've now got to climb higher than the whole downhill section I did for the last 2 miles, if that makes sense. I'm going to draw for another Kendall mint cake, this time the chocolate one, I think. Chocolate covered Kendall mint cake. This should be fire, this. And then hopefully that'll get me up to the top of this hill. I'm glad I've done this today though, and not first thing in the morning. Get it out of the way and then we can rest tonight. and just come around this corner. Look at that for a view. Wrong way. I need to head on that path there. But I'm just having a little look. Just a little mooch. What's this then I see? Bloody tent. A bivouac. How's he camping there? Right next to the bloody road, innit? Well then again, I camped next to a road yesterday, but I were allowed, so I wonder if he's allowed there. Right, do you know what? I'm going to pitch up here. I know I'm not supposed to, technically. There's just a refuge down there. Man. And I was going to wait till 7 o'clock because that's usually the etiquette round here. But there's too many flies, man. I'm just going to put my tent up now. Tough titty. And if someone wants to bang up the vestibule and ask me to move, then I'll explain why I pitched up early. Because I'm getting bitten. Getting attacked. Look at my bag. Swarms of them. All over my base layer, man. So we're all pitched up. The Bonfus Duos 2P. Is that Mont Blanc? Could be. Clouds just sort of come in. But there's a summit poking through there. Unless it's in middle. It's definitely in that direction anyway. Checked on map. Well, that isn't a bad view out the vestibule, is it? I can't open the bug net because there's loads of flies kicking off and that. But I am pitched up, my highest camp so far, at 2,039 metres or 6,689 feet. I've not been out at tent for the last hour because the farmer's been driving up and down in his pickup doing some work. And I can only presume by the amount of cow shit on this grass that this will be his land. What an epic end to an epic day. We'll be heading that way somewhere tomorrow. Let me show you these flies. They're not bothering me, but they are all over the tent. I think it's because the tent was damp from last night. And I don't know, they must be just drawn to it, but they're loving it. But I've realised they're keeping off of me now the tent's up. I'm supposed to see where the fill line is, man. Maybe if it were transparent, or if it had it on the inside. Just guesswork, innit? Oh, stir well. Where's my bloody sporky gone? Oh. Some traces of that pizza that I had this morning. Oh, mate. Wish I'd have bought another one of them and stuck it on my rucksack. This smells so good. So I've gone for a real termat, or whatever they're called. Real field meal. Creamy, where's it gone? I was looking earlier. Creamy pasta with pork. Smells beautiful. So I'll give that a good stir. Yeah, it probably is a bit watery that, but it'll be fine. Happily drink that flavoursome juice. Oh yeah. And then lock that off for 8 minutes, it says. If I can be that patient, I will. So while that's doing that, because it's getting dark, let's have a look Got the good old map. There's my pen. There's my pen. See what we're dealing with. So that's where we started off this morning. And we sort of went down and got some pizza in this little village here. And then we cut back on ourselves up. I'm not sure on the exact route. And then went all the way around here. I think I was due to end about here today. That was the original plan. At the end of stage 2. So that would have been at about 11 miles. But I carried on for another 4 miles or so. And I'm about here. I'm about there. So that'd be 2. So if you think that's the start of the trail, and that's what we've done so far, I'd say we haven't done too bad there. Probably nearly a third of the trail. And then tomorrow, I think this section is where we join the Tour de Mont Blanc. So we should get a bit of that tomorrow. This is actually unreal. The sound of the bells. That sunset. Right then, famalam. I'm going to tuck into this. In fact, let's just have a quick taste test. See what we think. Flavour's alright, but not sure about that pork. Sure it had a crunch to it. It might not have done enough. But either way, it's going to get it. So I'm going to chill out, eat this, watch a film, and then get some well-deserved rest. Peace out. In a bit. So hold that right there a second. I'm not going to bed yet. My dad has just messaged me. Most of you lot probably couldn't give a shite, to be honest. But he got early access to Oasis tickets. And he's only gone and bagged 4. Fucking get in, man! For this Saturday, Heaton Park. I've seen Oasis before, back in 2006 or something like that. I've seen Liam Gallagher twice, no, 3 times solo. I've seen Noel 3 times solo. So I'm buzzing to see Oasis again. Honestly, that has made my evening, that. So the general sale is going on sale tomorrow at 10 AM, and I was going to get up and try to get some tickets, which I'm still going to do. But my dad's bagged 4 and he said 1's for me. Honestly, absolutely buzzing. I just thought I'd add that to the end of this. Right, thank you for watching. Laters.